MJF fans should be worried. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why you should be worried and what is causing it. Because as an MJF fan myself who has seen his rise in AEW, I'm concerned. I am worried. And I'll be honest with y'all, I'm getting a little tired of it because I guess Tony Khan needs to be reminded who MJF is. And I'm not talking about what his initials stand for. I'm talking about the guy that he opted to re-sign, giving him big money, offering him a big blank check to re-sign and not go to WWE. I'm talking about the guy that is a former AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And let's be honest, outside of Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page and John Moxley and Bryan Danielson, is probably your fifth most interesting guy right now in AEW. He should be number 2, number 1. This is MJF. He is not only your biggest star, he is your biggest homegrown star. Think about all the names in which I've mentioned outside of Hangman Page. They're either former WWE talent that got their name over in WWE or had a cup of coffee in WWE who has been exposed to that. MJF is the guy. That's the reason why he has been used as the guy up until recently. And I'm absolutely tired of it. MJF had the opportunity to go to WWE, to go to the big place with the big marquee, with the big stage, and he opted to stay in AEW. Why? Well, a few different reasons. 1, Tony Khan paid him handsomely. 2, it's a little bit more flexibility in terms of schedule. 3, he knows what he gets out of Tony Khan. He knows the freedom that he gets out of Tony Khan that he may not get in WWE. So I've been seeing this thing play out. So we are a few weeks away from Full Gear, AEW's latest pay-per-view event. Now, there's an ongoing storyline, and I don't care who he's facing at Full Gear. It could be Adam Cole, it could be Roderick Strong, it could be a triple threat. There are so many issues with MJF's booking in this company that is absolutely ridiculous. Let's start with number 1. He enters into a program with Adam Cole. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Last year, they went from rivals to tag team champions together. We were building towards MJF turning on Adam Cole, or Cole turning on MJF. Unfortunately, Adam Cole got injured. He broke his leg while saving MJF at Grand Slam. Fast forward, MJF, he's really beat up. He needs to drop the title. He's going to lose to Samoa Joe. Instead of just doing a clean finish, they have Adam Cole be revealed as the devil. Okay. Fast forward a few months, MJF makes his big return. He lays out Adam Cole. That seemingly is the end of it. He goes on, he feuds with Daniel Garcia, and then Adam Cole is cleared. He's medically cleared. Instead of coming back as the disastrous heel for taking out MJF, for turning his back on MJF, this beloved storyline that has been the hottest thing that AEW has been able to do outside of Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland in the last year and a half, they bring him back as a babyface. And so, naturally, MJF is back to being a natural heel. Okay, let's do Adam Cole versus MJF. But now Roderick Strong wants a piece of MJF. Now we have this weird storyline where Roderick Strong, who has not been over as a top, I don't even want to say a top guy. I don't think he's ever been a top guy. Who is not over, okay? He's not over. The only reason he was over in NXT is because he was part of Undisputed Era, because you had Adam Cole, right? And Kyle O'Reilly. You have this guy putting his nose into business in which he does not belong. It makes no sense. Here's another thing I'm concerned about. AEW re-signed MJF. They did so with a big money contract. MJF is exploring more Hollywood opportunities. That's great. That's great. What we have a problem with is he's starting to miss more and more television time. He's their biggest star. He's their top guy. And he's missing very, very important time on television right now. I understand that AEW just signed their new deal with Warner Bros. Discovery, but AEW interest is at an all-time low. Its ratings are at an all-time low. Its attendance, its overall interest among casual fans, even hardcore fans. I have not covered this least amount of AEW ever. It's all WWE outside of AEW Wednesdays, Thursdays, and pay-per-views. Other than that, WWE dominates my workflow. So you have him being booked in these weird programs. And oh, by the way, he's taking more time off to film television and movie roles. I think you have to look at it and go, what are we doing? Is it a situation in which MJF is not focused? Is he not paying attention to his storyline because he's so focused on Hollywood? Is Tony Khan resentful that he's taking all these Hollywood gigs? What is the problem? What is leading to these issues? What is causing this lack of, I don't know, connection with MJF and AEW? Whose fault is it? I don't really care whose fault it is. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's Tony Khan, because I think his workflow, his work schedule is starting to overflow, and I think you're starting to see him get exposed with that. I mean, the man works multiple jobs. Either way, I don't care. I want it fixed. I want MJF to thrive. I want AEW to thrive. We all should want that. But I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried. I am worried. And they got to fix this. They have got to get MJF back on television on a more consistent basis. They have got to get his storylines in check. One of your top stars, your biggest homegrown star, it's time that AEW and Tony Khan start treating him as such.